Hello, welcome to Pootalk. I'm Corben 15, and these are my hosts.
Frank the Tank.
You're gonna introduce yourself, Joe.
Yeah, I am. Just one second.
I'm on fire.
Next, oh, he's burning to death.
Kyle.
And then our special guest, Webster.
It's popping.
Yeah, can we get a round of applause for Webster?
Yeah.
Yeah, Webster. Okay. So let's start off with the fan art that we got.
Oh yeah. Oh, can I see it?
Yeah, we didn't prepare much for this. I'm sorry. Someone edit this part out. All right, so let's just look at the
fan art channel.
Fan art and the pins. Let's go to George's Ashes. We did one of Cole Michael. We did one of the Pooh Mans. I think that's pretty cool. Thank you. It's pretty neato.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I'm surprised we're getting fan art, but thank you. It looks cool, man. I appreciate it.
Wait, where are you posting the fan art?
Oh, Joe, we're in the pins and the fan art. Come on, man.
Get with the times.
This is already a wreck.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it worse. Anyway, we're done with this. All right. So anyway, here we have today as a special guest, we got Webster.
Yeah.
And so Webster, how has it been like recently moderating the server?
Shithole.
Shithole?
Yeah. I know. Like, if I've gotta be honest, it's kind of getting worse and better at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got people that have been banned getting back with like alt accounts. That's a little leak. Like, that happened. And, you know, the worst thing is that I'm getting whatever, like, every day, like, people like, oh my god, someone is harassing me, so that shit happens. And I don't want to deal with that. Like, no one wants to deal with that, because we know what happened a lot of times. And I stopped doing stuff because of that.
Yeah, so I think it's safe to say that Webster has been criticized a lot recently in the server, and I mean, do you have any comment on that, or like, do you have anything?
Oh well, yeah. I admit I do some weird ass shit when I'm like up at 4 a.m. and I shouldn't probably be modding at that time, but I still do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, a lot of the time there isn't any mods online besides.
Yeah, that's a big problem, and like we should probably like check the like what mods are what time. So we should kind of more hire people that are like different time zones, like the downtimes.
I've been like saying that for months.
Yeah, well, like every time we're getting new helpers, we're actually getting helpers like soon, and we're like saying like, okay, I think everyone says, okay, we should probably get people that are like more in the US zone or whatever. And like every time that happens, like what we don't hire probably anyone from the US, so yeah. But like,
I mean, when it's like day for me, there's like no one ever online.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times that happens, and yeah,
like maybe you're online and no one else.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to what you said initially. You said that things are getting better, but they're also getting worse. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
What I mean by that is that, like, what I mean by that is that a lot of times when like people are getting more shit posting, like that's fun, but it can get also like a bit more serious because like we have people that like go with the joke, and we have the douchebags like me who don't go by the joke, and you know, you get a lot of people that like interpret jokes differently. So
Yeah.
yeah, and like the server is still growing, which is kind of a pain. Like every time a new drop, you know, happens, you get like
Mhm.
where a few thousand people join, and like maybe one of those people will actually stick around. But like still, it's every time like the channel explodes, and then like 10,000 people leave. So yeah,
Yeah, and I feel like the
There's a
mod
lot of
team
people in the
is-
server now.
I feel
It's
like
like
the mod
80K
team a
or
lot of the
something.
time isn't big enough to handle the amount of people.
yeah.
that-
The truth is like, well, we don't have a mod team big enough to handle most shit, but like we are trying to expand it, but it's like most of time at a slow pace. Like we accept new
I mean-
people like every 2 months. So
There's like what 6 mods and 2 helpers.
yeah,
Well, Rian actually
Yeah.
said that over the next 6 weeks, a helper will be elected every 2 weeks. So we have
that is a fact. Yeah, I know
3
that.
new
pretty
potential helper/mods coming up, and I don't know how much that's going to help. It depends on how active
think,
the people are.
Over the past few days, it's like really improved a lot
Yeah,
Mhm.
because a
like,
lot more people they've been giving their feedback, and like this kind of motivated Rian to like get more things done. I think.
Yeah,
because when you guys hire new members, you should also look for extremely active people because you end up having people on the mod team such as Woody Meister, Panic Cat. They're only on like 1 out of the 7 days of the week, and it just
yeah, like that sucks. But like, like they were active back in the day, and they're a lot less active nowadays. And life comes and goes. Like it sometimes happens. Like sometimes I'm inactive because whatever I have trips to do or shitty school stuff to do. Like maybe they don't have the best time. Like Woody Master just said he's on a trip right now, so I don't think he can
I mean,
really.
he just got engaged. So.
Yeah,
It just kind of happens. I
yeah,
think I can say for the entire community that you desperately need more mods. You
true.
need
Taking
more
Yeah.
people online at once that are actually
Yeah,
trying.
I agree.
Yeah. So another very large thing happened. Can we talk about the Q&A?
Oh, the Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good.
So,
I enjoyed that.
That was epic.
I am.
It was the U2's direct.
Oh.
I think I'm the only person in that entire server who didn't like it. I just don't.
I mean,
The only thing I didn't like was that they were like making a whole bunch of like Arthur characters. I don't like that.
Nobody's gonna buy them except Bricks because he wants to
Yeah.
collect everything.
well, they're mainly for like.
Uh,
Wait,
I think we could say that.
I'm kind of out of it. Like, what was the YouTube's Q&A? What? Like,
So Austin came on and he just kind of like
oh,
answered a bunch of the questions and stuff and the criticisms and spoke out on everything.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I dead as almost slept like 12 hours. So I slept through the whole thing.
Same.
Yeah. And what did they announce there? I'm trying to find it.
They
A lot of
announced
things.
they spoke about the quality of the figures. They spoke about the adhesive, how they're going to open new warehouses and get new factories. They talked about all of the defects that are coming in and future figures that are coming out
Oh,
that are
cool.
confirmed, which is cool.
Yeah.
Another thing is that, oh man, it's really hard. I'm trying to think of things that I can say without, like, okay, so.
Oh yeah, true.
Hold on a second.
I think it's just the
Somebody
you
edit
know
this
what
out.
we can't talk about.
edit what out.
all this dead air.
Oh, okay. I was kind of okay.
All right, I'll take that as a. Oh man. Yeah, we need this part edited out because I'm not sure if I can talk about this, but Webster, they're doing retail now. They're
Oh.
gonna be putting figures in stores, and they're gonna have.
No, you can't talk about that.
See,
Oh,
there we
that's-
go. That's what I
Oh,
was.
should I
just
not have
was
talked
scared.
about all the Arthur things then? Or is
Oh.
that
No, I
okay?
think
We
we're
probably
like.
shouldn't talk about it.
man.
Oh, the thing. Yeah,
So
I wasn't at the
okay,
Q&A
so
yesterday,
that's-
so I didn't know
I'm
this.
pretty sure like everyone knows about that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need this edited pretty bad now. So
Well, wait, like,
Okay.
Shit.
they're actually doing
Like-
retail? What the fuck?
Like,
yeah,
should we
they
just-
are.
should we just
They're gonna be
start?
putting on. They're gonna be having online exclusives and store exclusives and all that shit. They're also gonna having variants
When they say like
Oh.
Mars,
of the figures, which is the main part I was mad about because it just feels like they're apologizing for all these defects and stuff by selling us more.
Well, you see, what I don't like about that is that at this point they're just turning into Funko. Like
Oh.
That's true.
how
I mean-
Funko has in-store exclusives, online exclusives, GameStop exclusives. Like
Well, they were
what we
fucking
wanted.
40 cal exclusives, yeah.
We wanted like extremely limited figures, and like the way YouTube's is now. Honestly, I don't think retail partnerships are even a good idea.
Yeah, like,
Well, I think
how
it's gonna.
Oh.
I was gonna
Like,
say online
less-
based, like
Come
the majority of it, I reckon.
on. Yeah.
Like what I said, like whatever, a few weeks ago, like I said, YouTube is on path to become either the Funko of YouTube or like the Supreme of figures. You know, basically, like they could become like a thing that like produces like 5 billion variants and makes them in like exclusives, or they make like 10 figures, and each one of them is like 100 of them. So like either very exclusive figures or just shit ton of, you know, like store exclusive figures or whatever.
That's exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a bit of both, really. We have to like wait and see.
I think Austin needs to take a step back and fix every problem that's happening now before
Yeah,
he
he was
starts
saying
to
that in the
push
call. He's like,
everything out.
we're gonna work on the shipping, and then when we get to like the stuff.
Okay, and like where are they opening this? I was like, what fucking store are they partnering with? Whatever, GameStop or whatever.
They're not.
We don't know.
They can't say yet.
Oh yeah.
Because you
GameStop's
see,
not out of business by then.
people are complaining about things like defects and delays and everything like that, and instead of actually fixing what people care about, they're trying to push out what people don't care about, such as retail deals and like reskins and 5 figures a week. Like,
Oh my god, 5 figures. That's too much. Like few like
on the
I remember
31st,
like we had
it's
like
on
one
the Dreamcast.
yeah, like I remember we had 2 figures in 2 weeks. Like that was like at that time it was like, oh my god, this is so much. And nowadays like, oh yeah, we're releasing 5 figures this week, and everyone's just like, oh cool.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. Even though we're UC, haha, you know, we spent that much money on YouTube's, we're also not made of money. We can't
Yeah.
just buy your figure every day. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna. I can tell that what
Even
the
Google
direction they're
have
saying
them
right
all.
now with the retail and the exclusive onlines and stuff, that it might get ridiculous, and they need to be careful with where they're going right now.
Yeah.
Or else there's
Even
going to be a
people
lot
like
of
Gorilla
backlash.
don't have
Also, yeah, I've
Like-
seen a lot of people like for whatever 5 months I've been asking for a master collector, and like if I can say something about it, like we kind of want to do it, but like we aren't doing it yet. Before, like we need some system to do it, because like none of the mods said they will be up for actually checking all the fucking order emails and figures.
But I feel like with Master Collector, how they decided that you have to have 70% or like 69% of all the figures at the same time. I feel like that's honestly like a really wrong turn, because
Yeah.
if they're going to continue as they do now, dropping 4 or 5 figures, even more, eventually Master Collector will just be an absolutely useless role with about 2 to 3 people.
Oh yeah, like if they actually do like whatever 69%, like that's like the more figures come out, the more out of reach it becomes. So yeah, I think they should have just stick to do like set number, like whatever, like 50
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
PC was. Just make it like
Yeah.
30 or 40 figures.
Yeah, agreed. Like,
Yeah, I think 30 to 40 is probably good.
Yeah, it's probably gonna end up being like 35.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's not going to end up being 35 because I think in the Q&A he did say that Master Collector is going to be 69% of all figures at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there for the Q&A, and also that sucks.
And the thing is, that's making more work for the mods as well because they're going to have to actively
Yeah,
check
that's
other
gonna
Like-
be.
people's figures.
In like a year,
I
they'll
think
have to
every
check
one of the
100
mods
figures.
is actually hoping that the vault system or the codes already get accepted like soon enough, and it's kind of been in a limbo for a few months. And it has been delayed many times. So
And yeah, like
Yeah.
people are waiting. People have been waiting for the vault for months and seeing it get delayed again and again. It just doesn't make sense. Because in the end, it's probably not that hard to actually just push it out already. But I think they're focusing on things that don't deserve to be focused on.
like I heard stuff they're focused on whatever a mobile game or whatever. Like I heard that. I heard like tons of stuff saying that, oh, they're like trying to make it really good, and it's probably all outsourced, I believe. And like I'm not sure, but I guess they're just trying to overstay their welcome. Like they could probably just make a really quick one, like in a week. That's just like, okay, put in code. The code gives you whatever, just like a collection site. Like they could really do that in like a week, and or just make a really quick system for like so we mods shouldn't have to do stupid stuff like check every figure, check it if people actually have figures, and like.
Mhm.
Yeah, they could probably do it. Like there was people like Gorilla offering to do it, but like they said they don't want to do it right now. They want to wait for the system. So yeah, it kind of sucks.
Well, yeah, what they need to do first before they push out Master is that they can most likely work on programming some sort of robot to run order numbers through. And see
Yeah,
if it's really legitimate or not.
yeah. Like we're also planning to do stuff like whatever, like make at least a Google sheet with like we put in number, we put in name, and like we check that and we like mark it down, and every time we get a new number, we just run it through that. And if it's new one, we just mark it down. And if it's already used one, we kind of just don't give the role to the person because, like, that's a fucking stolen number.
Mhm.
So yeah.
They did say they wanted to like make accounts for the website, so I think if they like make accounts and like you put in codes and like however many codes you put in,
Yeah,
maybe
I
that
think, yeah, like
can connect.
how I understand this is that basically you get the codes and you have a website of sorts where you have like a few shit, and like one of the things is like you got a whatever checklist, and like you put in a code and it marks the figure for you. So like you have you bought whatever a James key, and you put in the James key code and it marks it on the website for you, and maybe like you have whatever levels, like yeah, and like I don't know, I don't really barely anything about the system, but like that's what I think it would be, just like that. And maybe like if they really want a mobile game, like whatever, you can either be like Amiibo, where you just like, oh yeah, you put in the code and you maybe get a character sooner, or really just make an exclusive character. I don't know. But like,
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff they can do with an account.
yeah.
Uh-huh. And by the way, this is all just theories. None of this is confirmed right now.
Yeah, just speculation.
You don't take any of this as, oh god, Mod said it, that means it's true. Don't no.
Oh yeah, I remember like one time I actually said like, oh my god, Michael Reeves YouTube's win, and someone posted on Reddit thinking it was real. I was just like, you fucking idiot, dude, what the and I just like replied, dude, I'm just making fun. Oh my god. Yeah, like people are kind of trusting us mods too much with YouTube's leaks. Like I remember I posted a part of an whatever of fan Linus tech tips one I made, and like everyone was like, oh my god, Linus. Yeah.
All right. Well, does anybody have any more questions for Webster?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
Who
I don't
left?
think Kyle or Julian or Frank are even here, so.
Yeah, like they said nothing. Oh no, Julian's
I'm
I've
here.
been here.
I'm
I'm on
here. I just
fire.
got nothing to say.
They're just not
I'm
talking.
burning right now. I can't really,
What's the worst post you had to delete on the server?
There we go.
Or, oh, okay. This is a funny story actually. Like, I remember the actual YouTube's account came on the mod chat and said like whatever, some really graphic fucking video of like it started out okay, and it was just like some gay porn, like where someone put some disgusting shit in someone's ass. Like, what the fuck was that? And he like the YouTube said like, okay, this was posted in memes. Can you please delete it? And I was like, why the fuck are you posting it? You're just deleting yourself, dude. Yeah, I didn't have to see this. It was like right when I woke up, so I was just like, what the fuck?
Why didn't they just delete it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We went through the trouble of posting the whole thing in the
Yeah,
in the mod
like
chat instead of just.
the thing is like, you just downloaded it and send it into the mod chat. Like, what, dude? Like, you gone up for all the trouble. Like,
They were
I
saving
was
it
like,
for later.
yeah, like, like some really graphic shit. Like, it was some like whatever fucking disgusting. Like, I don't know, fucking fake cum pulling out of some guy's ass that looked like fucking snot.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay, I think we've heard enough about that video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
and yeah, like you have Hitler memes every time, and like you have to delete that.
mhm.
YouTube's is gonna hear this and fire Webster.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube's doesn't listen to us. Come on.
Oh, Austin did say Pootalk, so
Yeah,
Oh,
Austin
no.
said.
Oh,
They
no.
both said Pootalk.
I think. Okay, whatever. Thanks, Austin. Thanks for giving us exposure, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, now we're
We got
famous.
One new member. We got one new member.
Yeah.
That's Webster.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but like a lot of times, what happens is like whatever, like you like that's the reason I kind of stopped going to memes, the channel and Swagger Skull, like because like every time you see like really shitty stuff there, so you just don't go there, and it's probably will be buried under like 1,000 memes, and no one will actually notice it. What happens a lot of time.
There's like 10 people on the server. They just post memes and nothing else. Like, they never talk. They just post memes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, another thing that just got announced is the Molly giveaway. If you guys want to go into that,
Mm-hmm. And the
What
Josh
giveaway?
Dub one.
Oh yeah, I see that.
there's also a retweet thing on Twitter for free raccoon eggs, or a chance at one at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have a time you think raccoon eggs will sell out, Webster?
I know, like there's 1,000, like there's 1,000 of them. So yeah, I think like if it doesn't sell out on the first day, I think it'll definitely sell out on the second.
Well,
Like
what's
that.
really surprising to me is that Valkyrie is still not sold out.
Yeah.
She has 2,000, and I'm like the first 500 sold out. Obviously, the signed ones, and there were over 236 orders within the first 5 minutes, and then it all just died really fast.
There was like
There were-
2,000 lucky race or whatever.
Yeah, I think there were 1,000 bought within the first 10 to 20 minutes, and then it all just died.
Can we still check the numbers?
No, I don't think so, because Austin set the base stock number, I think, to like 69,669. So
Oh no.
he disabled the way to actually check
Oh.
if the Utsus figures are in stock or not.
Oh, guys, have you noticed like the thing on the side, like when you clicked on a sold out figure, it just pops up a little StockX notification.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that a while ago.
If
I
it's
was
shit.
just
Yeah, I kind of just noticed it because I don't really check for old figures.
it's like StockX is just ridiculous in my opinion. Like
StockX takes a lot of money out of sellers and
Yeah.
shipping fees, because shipping fees wise, The way StockX actually verifies if things are authentic, you pay for the shipping to their factory, and then from there for them to
Yeah, I
ship
know
it to the
that.
person. So you end up paying almost double for shipping. Also, they
Yeah.
take about 8% for seller fees, if not more. I think it's like actually 10 to 12, which is just crazy.
Like I kind of understand like for really high end shoes, like yeah, like I'm paying like 300 for Jordans, you know, like, and I gotta pay like whatever $20, like that's for them. It's like okay, this is fair enough, and like for you to what costs like $20 or like 30, you know, like that's a different margin. That doesn't work.
Yeah, but the thing is, people are also selling StockX is really expensive things like Cause figures, Off-White, Supreme, whatever. And
Yeah, I know
they're
that.
selling things for thousands of dollars, and StockX takes 10% of it.
Oh
You
yeah,
can easily lose like $100
yeah.
for
That's like one
verification fees.
Yeah.
That's why I always recommend eBay, or just if you trust the person, just through DMs. That's the way I've been selling.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
but like the
just
thing
make sure
is,
to ask. Like, don't just be like, okay, this guy seems legitimate, and then buy from him. Make sure to ask people on the server first before you buy.
like if I gotta sell some bad news, we're kind of just banning people selling Hutus in this server.
Resolved.
Joe,
Jesus.
Like,
Joe, you're
I
in
think I'm
danger, man.
fine.
the thing is, like, you can just sell it through DMs, but you cannot actually like advertise it. Like that's what we're planning to do. So you cannot actually advertise. We can, and probably shouldn't obnoxiously advertise it through DMs. Like, yeah, we're planning on banning them as like in the new rules draft. So
I mean, right now there's a big problem with particular.
can you say that again?
Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
There's a big problem with one person in particular. I think we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Oh.
any new white name or red name joining to sell could be, a scammer. It could
Yeah.
just be an alt account of another person that scams or
Yeah,
whatever.
like
See, it's not hard to make alt Discord accounts. All you need is a new email. That's not hard
yeah,
to make.
like if it was up to me, I'll probably allow selling here. But like the thing is, a lot of people got scammed. So for like the small number of scammers, we have to ban most of the people.
Well, I think that what I've been recommending for a while, and some of the mods have heard as well, that you could make some sort of verified seller role, maybe something like that, and make
Yeah.
and remake the YouTube's black market, but only people with the verified seller role can actually type in that, and then they'll just DM you. Like you'll say what you're selling, and then they'll just DM you if they need it or not.
Yeah.
And then the verified sellers can go through like a really
Maybe.
tough process. Like,
Oh yeah,
check if they're legit.
like probably like get some old accounts to check like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a figure, and probably just someone like from the mod team buys the figure and see if it actually arrives.
So then you guys would just be losing money.
Yeah. Well, like I think we're actually, if that happens, it'll probably like be when the actual vault comes out. Like that's why I think will come out. Like maybe, but like I don't think it will probably just like stay with the StockX thing and probably not remake it because like users probably thinks it's better because like, oh yeah, StockX checks all the figures that they're legit, even though I haven't seen a single fake YouTubes in existence. Maybe it's future proofing, but like I don't know.
It's just to make sure that the box has something in it. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, well,
How long have we been recording for?
30 minutes.
Like I gotta go in 10 minutes, so
Yeah, as I said, Webster has school soon.
Mm-hmm. So, Webster,
yeah.
do you have any like insight on what Like that rules rough draft you talked about a little earlier. Oh, he's deafened.
Well,
Oh, okay.
ape mode.
Stop.
Well,
Okay. Kind of shitty change of plans. I really gotta go now because like it's fucking pure ice outside, and like mom doesn't want me to sleep, and so I gotta go with my brother, and that's like fucking shitty. So yeah. Fuck, I'm really sorry, guys.
That's all right. All right. See you, Webster.
See you guys.
It's good having you on, man.
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks. Yeah.
I'm trying to get in 10 in right now.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys.
All right. See ya.
Bye.